If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. All the content you add and manipulate within a Photoshop document is stored within layers. A layer is like a transparent sheet on which you add content and edit it. Where there is no content in a layer, it is transparent, which lets you see through it to the content below. You can stack several layers on top of one another to separate the individual types of content in a larger image file. This way, you can manipulate the contents of a single layer without disturbing the content of the other layers. Learning how to use layers is one of the most critical aspects of being an effective Photoshop user. Whenever you create a new Photoshop document that has a white or colored background, the bottommost layer is called the background layer. An image file can only have one background layer at most. You cannot change the placement of the background layer in the layer stack, its opacity, or its blending mode. However, you can convert this layer into a normal layer if needed, which then lets you manipulate it like a normal layer. You will learn how to do this in a separate lesson. Alternatively, if you create a new Photoshop document with a transparent background, then the document does not have a background layer. The bottommost layer is not constrained the way a standard background layer is. So you can move its position in the layer stack, change its opacity, and even change its blending mode. The Layers panel in Photoshop lets you manage your layers in a Photoshop document. To show the Layers panel in Photoshop, select Window, Layers from the menu bar. The Layers panel in Photoshop shows the various layers in the file in a list. To show or hide the Layer panel's Options menu if needed, click its Layers menu panel button in its upper right corner. At the top of the Layers panel is a toolbar with buttons that let you apply different types of filters to filter which layers appear in the Layers panel. Below that is another toolbar that lets you set the blending mode and overall opacity of the selected layer in the Layers panel. Below that is another toolbar that lets you set different types of layer locks and the fill opacity for the selected layer in the Layers panel. The various layers of the Photoshop document then appear in the Layers panel. Any selected layer appears highlighted in the Layers panel. Each layer in the Layers panel shows its visibility status icon at its left end, followed by a layer content thumbnail icon. If the layer contains a linked layer mask, the link icon and the layer mask icon then appear to the right of the layer content thumbnail. Then the name of the layer appears, followed by any layer lock status symbol if a layer lock is enabled. At the bottom of the Layers panel in Photoshop is a toolbar that contains buttons that let you create, manage, and delete layers and layer groups. The names of the buttons in this toolbar, from left to right, are the Link Layers, Add a Layer Style, Add Layer Mask, Create New Fill or Adjustment Layer, Create a New Group, Create a New Layer, and Delete Layer buttons. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.